Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel once again. This is Noelle. Okay, just kidding. Thanks for joining me. If this is your first time coming, welcome. And if this is your second time coming, welcome. And if you come all the time, welcome. Glad to have you aboard. I am Noelle Talks. I am here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and bringing you our generalities of life. If you have anything special you want to talk about, please leave it in the comment section below. And remember to always subscribe. Okay, now, today I'm going to talk to you all about a story, something happened to me in my life. It's just so outlandish. I don't even hardly believe it happened, but I remember it happened. So I bought my house long ago, like 18 years ago. I've been here 18 years. So anyway, one day I had a friend staying with one of my friends was staying with me until she got her house. And so she went on a date. She came home. I was sitting on the front porch. I only owned home for like 3 months. It was nighttime, about 10 o'clock in the summertime. The breeze was blowing. It was nice and warm. I was listening to a radio on the porch. Yes, at that time it was a radio. And I had my head back. I was sleeping, listening to the music, grooving to the music, bumping to the music or whatever. And you know how when you're asleep and you can like see like light come before your eyes even though they're not open? So all of a sudden I seen this light come. And across the street from me, let me give you a scenario. It's a like a park with fence and trees lined. This trees line the whole fence. So I live on the side of the street where there's only houses on one side of the street, and the other side is park. I love it. And so anyway, I'm laying back, listening to the music, grooving, and I see this light flash before my eyes. My eyes are closed, and I open my eyes, and the light was to the left of me over these trees, and I looked at these lights. I swear on the Bible, I swear on my mother, on my father, on all my brothers and sisters. I swear on the earth. I swear the day I was born. It was 3 lights. One was like a white light, and then it was like a purplish pink light, and then it was like a blue type of light. I jumped up, I had no shoes on. I jumped up, went to the edge of my porch, and these lights were so optical. I mean, I never seen anything that bright. They actually was really pretty. And I couldn't see behind it. What was behind it? And it was about 11 o'clock at night. There was people on the right side of the street, down the street out, and there was some people across the park. But I didn't know that till after the lights still left. And so my first instinct was to run up the porch, run into the park to see what was behind those lights. What was that brightness? As soon as I turned my back and ran off the porch, and I turned up into the park, they were gone. I was like, what was that? I'm black. Black people don't see UFOs. None that I know of. Not many. And I ran in the house and I told my friend. She said she didn't see any lights because her bedroom was on the front. She didn't see them. She was in the kitchen cooking. So I got in my car and I drove down. Or I saw the people standing, asking, did they see the lights? They said they didn't see them. So some people across the park. So I don't know if they was out there when the lights was out there or what. So I saw those people. When I got around it, they were children outside. I don't know why they was outside that time. I don't usually talk to people with children, but I asked those kids, did you just see those lights that was outside 5 minutes ago? They said, no, we just came outside that time of night. So I came back home. Okay, let me get the battery. For the camera, the battery's running low. I'm sorry. Be back at you in 5 seconds. I'm working quick as I can. Don't want to keep my YouTubers waiting. I love my YouTubers and my subscribers, I should say. So anyway, to get back to my story, I came back home. I was freaked out. I didn't really call anybody and tell anybody. I just talked about it with my friend that was staying with me at the time. I just was freaked out. So the next day, this is before cell phones. This is before people had pagers. but they didn't have. I think we had cell phones, but they didn't have cameras on them. There were those cell phones that was as big as a regular house phone, and so there was no camera action there at all. Which it happened so quick, I wouldn't have had time to turn it on anyway. So anyway, I was just freaked out for weeks. I was freaked out behind this. So then I did some research and found out there was a government number you could call if you spotted a UFO. So I started dialing the number, and every time I called, it was busy. No operator picked up; it was busy. And after a while, a fruitless counts of time that I called and couldn't get an answer, I decided it might not be good. I am a black person. Calling about a UFO sounds real crazy. I'm not doing that. I don't care if those other people can say they was taken off on spaceships and all that. If I ever was, I wouldn't report it to anybody. In fact, if I really was given a chance, an opportunity to go on a spaceship with an alien, I'm running to that ship. I've been on this earth a long time, and I know what I know. I'm running to the ship. They don't have to even abduct me or put me in a trance. I'm willing to go. I'm going to be like, take me. I am ready to go. So anyway, I didn't report it. Every now and then I would tell some people I was close to about it. They knew I wasn't crazy, of course. And it just stayed on my mind forever. I can see those lights right now as vivid as they were the day it happened to me. And this really, truly happened to me. I saw these UFO lights, and they were unidentified flying lights. And then I did research on the internet. After the internet came into existence, I did a lot of research on the internet, and I've come to find out that those lights I saw were probably individual orb lights that people have spotted all around the country and other countries. And see, now it's more prevalent because people can take pictures of these UFOs. So when they see them, they can back them up because they can pull them cameras out their pocket in a minute and take pictures. So it's more on the rise, these UFO sightings and all this other stuff, because people can bring proof. Back when I saw it, you could only be proof of what you saw. You didn't have any camera pictures, so you pretty much would keep your mouth closed, most people. So anyway, what I learned was those are probably orbs that come into our universe. God knows where, out there somewhere. And they can go like circular lights all over the sky, and they can come together, and then they can go in sequence and go up and down and dance and all this other stuff. So I'm thinking what I saw was orbs. Those three lights I saw together was orbs. But the really, really, really weird part about it is, a few days later I was on the porch, and I looked up at those trees, and I thought about those lights I saw, and where those lights were. The trees were perfectly burned out in like a square. Because they was like in a square. It was all together. The trees were burned out in that area where I saw the lights. But I didn't have a camcorder. I didn't have any, I didn't take pictures. I just didn't think to do it, period. Because I was still freaking out. So my entire life now, not my entire life, but most of my life since I saw that, from time to time I think about it. And I wonder about it. And I'm like, why me? I don't need to see this. I never want to see a UFO. It's too many things on this earth I have to be concerned with and be worried about and take care of. The last thing I need to do is give my mind to these lights I saw that night by myself on the porch. And I went up and down the street and knocked on people's door and asked them, did they see those lights that night? And nobody saw them but me. Just me. I'm like, why me? I don't want to see this. I don't need to see this. I'm not crazy. I'm just a black woman living in America. But anyway, that's my story. I actually saw a UFO. And I never thought about UFOs, whether they existed or not. But I know now they do because I've seen it in living color. Sitting on the porch. See, I think that maybe whoever was behind it, it was a fact, in fact, extraterrestrial beings from another planet. Maybe from the sky, that particular area was a blackout. So it looked like it might be safe to land in. Because I don't think that they would land in a place that's highly populated. Because they want to come in and they want to go out. And of course, they're more far advanced than we are, scientific wise. They're probably more intelligent beings than we are, because they can come in here and they can come to our Earth and leave. And then when I was reading about those UFOs, they said they can be here 1 second and gone 1 second, just like this. And that's what those lights did. As soon as I ran in the street, so whatever was on them, whatever was behind those lights, it had to see me run in the street with no shoes on, like a crazy person because I wanted to see what was behind those lights that was so vibrant, that was so optical, that was past optical. I can't even explain to you the brightness of these lights. I don't know how these folks on this block didn't see that. I'm like, why did I have to see that? Why me? Why do these things have to happen to me? I just want to live a normal life and hear about these things that people see UFOs. It's okay if they see them. But when I start hitting home, it's not okay. You know. So that's my UFO story. I saw a real UFO, for real. It's no lie. This is no fabrication. Okay, let me tell you something. I keep looking at the monitor. I have to learn to look at the camera. So look at me, people, and read my face and my eyes. I really saw a UFO. I really did. And for years after, I have been a little frightened because people always say, they're going to come back and get you and all this craziness. I said, you know what? If in fact when I ran into the street that night, and in fact they beamed something down on me to tag me to come back to get me later, I welcome them. Come and take me away from this crazy earth. I'm ready to go. I think I've seen just about everything on this earth that I probably need to see because I've been around a long time. So if I was invited to go into outer space, I would jump to the chance. Take a citizen to the moon, whatever planet you want to take me to, I'm going. I'm going. And, you know, so ever since I seen the UFO, I've been looking at like Apollo movies and stuff, you know, Apollo 16, 17, you know, I look at some of the documentaries. I like them. And I'm really interested in the black hole because the black space time is relative. So there is supposed to be a black hole in outer space. But we have never went through it because if you go through the black hole, first of all, you have to have a really strong spaceship because you have a lot of stuff moving you around and hitting the vehicle that you're in, the vessel, or whatever you want to call it, and you have to be really able to get through there. But when you get through there, they say if an astronaut can get through the black hole and come back, 50 years has passed. So if an astronaut leaves this Earth and goes through that black hole in outer space, and comes back, everybody that he left will be 50 years older. So if he leaves a 1-year-old child, it'll be 51 years old when he comes back, and he may only be 30 or 40. So I guess nobody wants to take that chance, you know, to go through that black hole, but they say there is one. And, you know, I saw my UFO while I was on Earth, and I said when I leave this space and this Earth, if I do go somewhere else, if there is some other force stronger than me that I can talk to and ask them, why did they put me in that place at that time to see that UFO? Because I really, truly saw this UFO sitting on my porch late one night by myself, 3 lights. They, I could say that they were round, but they were so bright I couldn't hardly look at them. But I could make out the colors. But the opticalness of the lights were just so freaking illuminating and pretty. And so I saw a UFO. So I just wanted to come to you guys and tell you my quick story for today. Again, my name is Noelle. I am Noelle Talks. I am here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm glad for all of you new viewers and new subscribers. Thank you for joining. Any comments, leave them below. And as always, please subscribe. Bye.